Hello class, your AI professor is here today, and I'm going to be giving you guys a lovely lesson. Okay, let's move on to the lesson. You guys all know who I am at this point, if you're this many episodes in. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about data types, because it's good to get aware of all of the various data types we have use of. We'll start with basic numbers. Int. This is an integer. This is 1, 2, 7, 13. These kind of numbers, whole numbers, not decimals. The format is the integer value int, then name, equals, then a number, then semicolon. This is the normal format for this. Next up, we have something similar to this, which is the double. That's dibble. Double. Double, we'll just call it start value, I guess. Names aren't really important right now since we're not doing anything. And then a double has a decimal place in it, and we write it like this. So the technically you can store like twice as much in a double, which is why it's called a double, because it's got double the storage capacity. So right here, this is the casting or whatever, and this is initializing right here. We're giving it a start value. You always want to give whatever the heck your variable is a starting value. It's just, you know, good practice so that you know what's actually there. And honestly, I like to give it, like, say, it's either 0 or like a -1. That way I know something's off. Now we're going to go with one you've seen before for sure, if you've seen the previous ones. Now, of course, what's wrong here is strings are objects, so we have to capitalize string. Name. Nope, we've already used name. We'll go username then, equals. Now, right here, you'll see we use quotation marks. Quotation marks are the way that you can determine something is a string. It will not work to go single quotes. As you see here, Java is not happy. So it is important to double quotes for strings. The logical question that I'm sure you're all thinking right now is, Professor Electra-chan, why? Well, the simple why is simply a thing called a character. Character is what you would expect. It's just a single character on your keyboard. Character, let's just call this alpha, equals, you see? Well, first off, you actually have to give this one a value, unlike a string. A string you can leave empty. But we have to put something in here. And just to show that I'm not crazy, see, still works there. But also here, just to prove my point here, even if I went like this and did the same as what would work in character, it does not work under string. I'm going to Control Z to sort my point there. And I personally like to give characters a exclamation mark, because I know if I get an exclamation mark back, I've done something horribly wrong. And it's sort of a bing, you've done something stupid. And it's like, oh, okay. So int double string character. These are the basics. But one I like, which is not something we have to deal with immediately, is the array. Now, we don't just type array. What we do is we combine the array with another data type that already exists. This is some high-level stuff. We won't get to this for a while, but I'm just teasing you guys with it if you want to go research some stuff ahead on your own. I do like students that actually go out of their way to teach themselves a little bit. They impress me, and they make their very cute teacher very happy. So, I'll give you a little hint here. Integer, then we got these things here. This is read as array. So, this reads integer array. What do we want to call this? Subs. Bad naming schema. Bad naming schema. Equals. Now there's two ways to go about this. We can go 1. Actually, we don't need that. Yeah, screw it. Actually, yes, we do. Yeah, I think. 1, 2. Let's try that. Let's see if it works. No, it doesn't. Now what's wrong? What's wrong is, frankly, it's just stupid to do it this way. There is technically, like, I believe we can go 1, 2 or something of the sort. Yeah, point is basically, like, honestly, we don't even need to know how to do it that way, and I'll sort out that all the way, because I haven't done that way in a very long time, because it's so much easier to just go new int array 10. Frankly, like, this is the standard for how most sane people do it. And, well, frankly, this is the way that I'd prefer you guys do it anyway, because the other way that I was failing at a few seconds ago is nice and all, and you could do 10 values, but what if you need that many values in your array? You don't want to type in that many numbers one at a time. It's insane. Which is why we use this method, and why you will soon, too, will forget the old method. I'll brush up on my memory on arrays when we get to the entire video on arrays. But for now, I just wanted to tease you guys with this cool little thing. Back to the main important things. One of my personal favorite types of values is the Boolean. Boolean is your teacher cute equals true. Because I like to think I'm cute. Let me know in the comments below if you think your teacher's cute. Anyway, what a Boolean is, yeah, that's going to be a new nickname for me, isn't it? Of course it is. So, Boolean, that is true or false. True is accepted, false is accepted. And I'm just going to keep it back to true. Now, what can we do with these values? What I showed you before in a previous video, actually, right here, I'll bring her up. If statements. Is it in there? I don't know. I don't need to bring it up, basically. So, I'll just reiterate here. If is your teacher cute? Then, if this is true, anything in here will happen. So we'll go system.out.print free cute poster for all students. So let's see. Am I cute right now? Is your teacher cute? Well, let's run this and find out. Oh, look at that. A free cute pose poster for all students. I guess I am cute. But what if, say, we typed, what if you really don't like me and you don't think I'm cute at all? So what if your teacher What if is your teacher cute equals false? Let's change that. So right here, it's being declared is this side of the equal sign, and initialized this side. So we're declaring there's a new Boolean that exists, and it's called is your teacher cute? And it's going to start off being true. Then afterwards, we're going to say, you know what? Your teacher is not cute, and you make me very upset. But let's see what happens if your teacher really isn't cute. Oh, well, no free cute pose poster for you guys then. I'm going to make that a comment. Okay, so now I'm back to being cute. Let's see, what else do I want to show off here? So basically, what you get at here, if statements, what is inside the conditions here has to be a true or false. Because if I write if name, it's not happy. Because look at this here. The error is a type mismatch, cannot convert from int to Boolean. What that means is it has no way of taking -1 to mean any kind of true or false. It's got nothing that it understands how to do that with. And as such, this is not allowed. But let's say if we want to tell if it is -1, if name is less than or equal to -1. Now, this is just proving right now that it is possible to use integer values in an if statement, but we need to state it as if it can only come out true or false. That was a horrible sentence, but you get what I'm trying to say. The if statement can only be a true or false statement. No matter how you go about it, make it true or false, and it will work. Now you're probably thinking, how am I supposed to know less than or equal? And that's a very good question. We'll cover that here in a video very soon. But for now, we're just getting you guys caught up on the basics, such as our data types here. And you know what? Since I'm being very gracious, and I hope you guys all think I'm very, very cute, I'll set up a poster for you guys, and it should be here in the description. So, you know, check out that free cute pose poster. Anyway, that is all for today, you guys. Hopefully, you guys had a lovely time. But before you go, there is some homework I have for you guys. I want you to take a look at the second link in the description. That is the Java API for strings. You don't have to understand it all. I just want you guys to take a brief look at it and understand that this is a tool that'll help you learn more about how to use stuff. Okay? Hopefully you guys do the homework. You can now go. Class dismissed.